You know what it is. Back at it. Thank you for watching my channel. I'm Naomi. This is Saint to Siren. Today's topic: how do you know you're being siphoned? Because even your family and friends can suck the living out of you. Okay? Case in point, have an example. Jordan Woods. Kylie Jenner was definitely sucking a lot of energy out of Jordan. Okay. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians was really at its zenith and all that energy was like whipping around that family, of course, everyone's looking at Kylie and no one, and everyone's seeing Jordan as, just a friend, the sidekick on the side, right? And I remember in King Kylie, um, the show, even Jordan's mom was saying, she focuses on Kylie so much. When will Jordan focus on Jordan? All right. And of course, you want to be a good friend. Like, what a crazy experience to go through. Um, and to be able to, and to, for Kylie to be able to have Jordan, which I'm assuming as an anchor for reality, for friendship, for someone to trust, obviously was very important. You know what I mean? Especially that's your best friend. Of course, I want to share these experiences with you. But at the same time, it was an imbalance. And Jordan was giving all that attention, but nothing was really cycling back to her for her own growth. So when you're in the matrix, energetic matrix, and your path is you're supposed to do something, be somewhere other than where you're currently aligned. All right. A canon event is gonna happen. The whole Tristan drama. An event is gonna happen so that you can never go back. So you can only go forward. You can only go in a new direction. That will happen every time. When you're in a friendship that's really bonded and really close, and you're no longer you're either not doing things to fulfill what you need to nourish yourself, or you're no longer aligned with your friend, or they're no longer aligned with you. Something is going to happen to really break that bond so you can be free to go where you're meant to go. All right. But even the main point, Kylie was her best friend, and I'm quite sure loved her very much and meant no malice towards her. But she was sucking the life out of Jordan. And ever since that Tristan event happened, which was a good thing, that's another thing I want to like tell you guys. Can you practice seeing negative events as good events, as necessary events? Okay, as direction changing events. Because the silver lining was Jordan got to be out on her own. She was like, permanently kicked out of the Kardashian world, but now she got to make Jordan's world, make her own brand, become her own center of attention, because we're all characters in this world, and when we're sent here to develop ourselves, okay? To develop our energy. You got to think of it as a bank account, okay? Energy is the real currency, and it's what you need in order to become who you're truly meant to be. You need energy to move to the places you're meant to be. A lot of people can generate their own energy by being confident and maintaining happiness. That's another thing I want to say. Happiness is a choice. You have to choose to be happy. Think of Kim Kardashian getting straight booed, heckled, in the like tomato, 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 like in the worst way at Tom Brady's roast. If you saw, she sat there calm and smiled, right? And maintained her energy. She didn't take on others' energy. She didn't cry. She didn't crack. She remember, and smiling is also is a sweet, soft form of rebellion. Okay. When you think of when you know you're in You know you're in a video game, right? An energetic video game with different levels, depending on wherever you fall, depending on how you feel about yourself and how authentic you express yourself. If you can look out into your environment and not feel any connection, no matter how it's trying to respond to you, how it's trying to get at you, you are so powerful. If you can endure embarrassment and still maintain your own rhythm, not miss a beat, you are powerful. You become really slick. I just call it like things will come at you and it'll just fall off because you realize the game is trying to fleece me of my energy. It's trying to make me react. It's trying to make me mad because it's going to feed the machine. If I'm calm, if I give it a different response, what I'm doing is programming it to my terms. I'm not following their terms or the machine's terms, whatever this prison is. I'm not following their script. I'm really cycling through a lot of knowledge right now. You have been programmed to follow scripts. Just give you the most basic example. When a guy cheats on you, what's the script? What are people expecting? You to cry, be depressed, sad, um, be mad, stalk. Like they expect you to go through this whole script. But what if you don't? What if you don't go through the script? What if you relaxed? God, there's a freaking in my eye. All right, I'm sorry, I can't. All right, let me get back to where I was. What if you relaxed? What if you smiled? What if it didn't change your happiness or outview? That's why you have to have money if you're going to practice this. You have to have money. You have to be at a point of position, of higher position. And having your own money automatically gets you there. If someone tried to play with you, I can be in Hawaii without you. Okay? If any person's trying to mess around with you, you just have the right to leave. You're not lashed to anything. But getting back, this energetic world or game, however you want to phrase it, you have to like mold it for your on how you want to be treated. It is going to send characters your way to hurt you. It's going to um it's going to try everything it can to decrease how you feel about yourself because when you feel low, you slow down, you don't hit your marks, you don't go out um to find your purpose, some get your purpose or finish what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. It just throws a wrench in your way. And if you can see everything else as a distraction from what you're really trying to do, you can program reality by your actions and your words to fit how you see it as how you see fit. Okay. When Jordan was able to get away from the Kardashian world, okay, she's able to focus on herself. She lost weight. She developed into her own as a woman, as an adult. She's getting married. We only have so much space, all right? And the Kardashians took up a lot of her space, all of her space. If you look back at Jordan then and now, you could just tell she wanted to still stay Kylie's best friend, but she didn't like the place she was at. She was a bigger girl. She was in the background. No one really talked about her, really looked at her. You know what I'm saying? When you're not meant to be somewhere, a candidate event will happen so that you can be placed on the right track, on the right path to get to where you really need to be. Do you think if Jordan was still Kylie's friend, she would be married right now? She would even look the way she looked right now? Absolutely not. You don't have to you don't need an explanation for that. You could just see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's so easy to be siphoned by anybody, friend or foe, you know, with malice intentions or with love in their heart. What you have to tune into is how are you feel and how you feel, um how are you responding to the environment around you. I also want to say change, chaos, um even negative things are really good. Negative things are really good. If you can develop looking at bad things that happen to you as good opportunities, life is going to go crazy. Life is going to go crazy. People leaving your life or you having to leave theirs, great. I freed up more room for myself. Their energy isn't pulling on me. Let me tell you, you as a siren, you know you're killing the game when people always circle back to you. When old friends that you lost contact with or that you wasn't feeling 100%, they circle back around. Obviously, lovers circle back around. Like, you know, you that one when they circle back around as confirmation. Okay, what else was I saying? Sorry, I be getting on a rant. I be trying to tell y'all. Anyway, my shit don't catch on fire. Anyway, you really have to just make sure you check in with yourself. Um, and if you feel like you're gaining weight, you're sad, um, you're not, you're not hitting marks that you want to hit or where you want to be, check who is sucking on your energy. Is it friends? Is it your lover? A lot of times it's your lover because they're the closest to you. Is it obligations? Are you miserable at your job? Is there something going on? Or or does your body just need rest? You really got to check in on yourself because the energy you have is the bank that is most important